Well, shop update. We got a new toy. It needs some work, but it was affordable, wasn't it, Matt?
Yeah.
Affordable is the main thing. Key word here. But check it out. Caterpillar forklift. We had to actually hook it to the forward here and then pull out under it with the rollback. That rollback was not able to haul it. Had to be a cab over, because when you got it loaded, you pop a wheelie. Because these things is heavy. Heavy is not the word for it. Is it, Matt?
Probably the heaviest thing it ever was is going to be on that rollback.
Yeah, probably the heaviest thing ever. But it's got these solid tires. They do not hold air. That's a fun fact with forklifts. They got solid, like, rubber tires.
Unless they're the off-road ones.
They got off-road ones?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
They got tires like chest high on me.
The battery, I think, seen better days. I don't think that's going to charge.
Yeah, it might come back.
Maybe.
What's the date on that?
There ain't a date on that.
I think it's pretty old, I guess.
It's pretty old, back before I dated stuff. In here, I don't know if you can see this. See how might bouncer down there? At the bottom, watch it. Let's see. Oh, can't see it, Matt. Can you do it? Yeah. It's kind of loose. The bolts needs tightened. Now this is a factory, I guess, propane setup.
Yep.
You can convert these to gas. We don't know if we're going to do it. It's a Caterpillar. And I think the cool thing is that they tried to get this out a few times. A few different people did, and it was sunk up in the mud.
It had to be pulled out with a bulldozer.
Yeah, the bulldozer pulled it out, no issues. You know. Got a little Mises over there building a nest. Muffer.
There, intake there.
That's the intake,
Yep.
everybody. Yep.
Muffer's up there.
That's the muffer, just clarifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. The wheels don't cut if it's not running. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's got a hydraulic cylinder there, so I would assume that the PTO has to be running to work the hydraulics.
It might steer if I can spin the wheel fast enough.
Yeah, but we ain't going to be able to do that. We got a bent limb hammer.
What's it matter? It ain't got a hold air.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna go that
It might
fast.
be out of balance.
Ah,
Might feel a little wobble.
about 30.
This thing does study. I'll be impressed. It did come with forks. They are heavy. We took them off to
haul it.
Yep, pretty much haul it. I don't know. You find out what the age of it is?
I don't know. I don't even know where the serial number plate's at.
We can put the like a diamond plate here for a gauge cluster. Build that back. That's gone. It got retired out of service. That's how we ended up with this.
Like 100 years ago.
Yeah, and it been just set and
They actually used this one to build the Mayflower with, I believe.
yeah. We're getting ready to take the spark plugs out and soak the cylinders because I don't think it turned over, did it?
I didn't try too hard, but the belt did slip. So
Okay, yeah. Want to try now?
I don't think it's going to. The belt slipped on me earlier.
Even if you press down on it?
Let's pull plugs out and make it easier.
Okay. So we mocked the cap and then we done fucked that up. And taking oil got on it. It's a flathead, ain't it, Matt?
Yeah.
And hopefully it didn't set its life with water in it and it's cracked. Because every flathead I've seen so far has been cracked.
Yeah. Literally everyone I've ever seen has been cracked.
And we've seen quite a few.
It'd be unicorn if it wasn't.
Yep. So it might get some stop leak tablets.
Or pulled and rebuilt if worst case
Wait,
scenario.
well, are we going to be running it long enough to need the radiator?
Never know.
We can just put oil in it. Very thin oil in the radiator.
Sounds like a horrible idea.
Well,
What
it
if you're
would,
going to go back with coolant later?
well, it's got a crack. If it's cracked, then, you know, we got to take it out, pin it, weld it, deck it. I know a machine shop.
Yeah, I know a guy.
Yeah. I know it don't look like it's going to charge.
Nah, it's a small block Chevrolet alternator to charge.
Let's tell Mayo Camino that. This one was we built not too long ago. Deleted the balance shaft and everything on it. It's a diesel. It's a Passat. have you pronounce it Volkswagen. Deleting the balance shaft on those does cause a little bit of vibrations, but reliability goes up. And look at the mess we made on the bed here. I'm gonna have to clean all this off now. We even tried to pull it out, and just to show you how heavy that was, that broke. Go figure. Gotta fix a new chain. The dynamic cable is pretty stout. How we recommend these: you break a chain before you break these cables. That's saying something. Synthetic. Look at that, don't cut your hands. That's the full view of it. Just take it in.
Oh, it's glory.
Yeah, go stand next to it for a thumbnail, Matt. Smile real big. A financial investment. That's a great thumbnail. Or a financial nightmare. I mean, can we LS swap it if the motor's fucked?
Maybe. I mean, if it fits inline 4, maybe it'll fit a V8, right?
Yeah, well, adapter. I mean, we might have to. Well, it's gonna be hot.
Spare turbo diesel.
Huh?
I've got a spare Volkswagen diesel.
Yeah, Volkswagen diesel be cool, but you know, we kind of can't move anything back because this thing's gonna be heavy. This is cast. This whole thing's weight, so it don't flip over. Let me tell you, the rollback came in. We hit this dip here. All the weight was on one side. It kind of tried to tip over. It was sketchy, but it's here. If you haul a forklift, just be safe, because yeah, we didn't have to go for. How far did we have to go for this? A mile?
Maybe 2 mile round trip.
Maybe 2 miles, and them 2 miles
was rough.
Was rough and sketchy, wasn't they?
The whole way.
Yeah. So I feel sorry for anybody who has to. Need a bigger breaker bar? Oh, M's been in it since the Noah's Ark.
I told you they've used to build the
Mayflower. I don't know if we got a good deal or not yet. I mean, we probably make our money back in scrap.
I don't know. It'd break us up to have somebody to haul it there.
Yeah, we sure can't haul it. We tried with Papa Willie. We had to hire somebody. It's bad when you got a low back and you can't even haul it. That'd probably be good with a low boy steel trailer.
Yeah.
Something like that. And it runs, where you could just drive it up and the wheels aren't cocked. You know, it's a lot of factors goes into it. Impact.
I've got one. I normally save that for a Ford.
Hey, that's cast head. I don't think your whip treads out.
You'd be surprised. That old 3.8 mine's pretty rough.
I don't have a bore scope.
Think we need some of them fancy spark plugs for this?
Yeah, we could. Why not? How's the oil look in it? Does it got a dipstick too? Or is that a no too?
Surely there's one here. I just hadn't looked for it yet.
I found
it's
it.
over by you. This plug's rusty on the end. I'm sure that's a good sign.
I can't get that. Spray the.
Yeah. Just kind of soak everything with penetrating oil.
Yeah.
That's my idea so far.
It has been penetrated.
What she said. I've got my doubts about this first cylinder. That plug looked pretty rusty. Something tells me we'll be pulling the head off.
It's a little rusty, but it looked like it was working. It ain't burning no oil.
Ain't burning no nothing, don't look like. That thing ain't had gas on it since I've been alive. How'd that look?
No, it don't have a gap.
Oh, it probably does. I'd say it just looks like it don't. Yeah, there you go. Pretty crusty and rusty on it too.
It just ain't been started in a few years.
I'm 40 or 50.
I remember the last time I had spark plugs that bad. come out. It was in a 300 fucking straight 6 on a Ford. And I had to take a 20-foot cheetah bar.
I'm just afraid it won't break off.
Mine did break. But they broke at the nubs.
Yeah.
And I still could got them out. I took heat to them. Heat and juice, heat and juice, heat and juice. And it finally came. Boy, it was sketchy. Everybody's watching, like, oh, what they gonna do? We're gonna dump some stuff down it and try to get it turned over. Well, Ron?
Someday.
How's that one look? Better?
Same as the wrist.
Moisture sweep. That ain't good. We might have to boy it.
I got a little flex on in there. Just push the piston all the way down and
hope for the best. Buns oil, it's fine. Just
how much oil can it burn? Just a forklift. Here's how long it's been since it's been serviced.
Never.
The ink faded plumb off the sticker, so who the fuck knows?
Everybody's wondering why we ain't made content in a couple days. This is why we've been
making poor financial decisions.
Yeah. This is a big financial decision.
Yeah, it really is.
Yep. We either got a good deal or we got thousands to spend.
Maybe both.
Yeah. I would take a nice picture of it, but you know, I forgot my phone. I'm just down here with the GoPro.
I just don't know if you can take a nice picture of it.
I just used the thumbnail. How's that one look?
Like a wrist.
Oh.
At least they're consistent, I guess.
Yeah, they're not fouled.
Ain't even got dark color to them.
Good old Wham when parked. That ain't Mystery Marble. Hey, your aim's pretty decent.
Years of pissing does it for you.
Pissing people off.
Well, that too. Alright, think you'd run?
I don't know, I want to save time.
I bet it won't.
Go ahead.
Looks like a no to me.
Yeah. Can you put a breaker bar on the front of that harmonic bouncer?
I don't know that I can get on that harmonic bouncer. Probably pull the radiator to get to it.
Oh. Well, this comes off, looks like it just weighs like 30 pounds. Penetrating oil worked on the dipstick. What does she say?
Full. Don't look bad. It's not full of water, it looks like.
Take the cap off.
If you think you can.
God, dog. That cap ain't coming off. What's the lube?
That's what she said.
Lube the fuck out of that radiator cap. That radiator cap even doing radiator stuff?
I don't know. It's definitely sealing it, I guess. There's a hammer around here somewhere.
It's moving now. That's all it needs is some lube and some
Beating.
Yep. Uh-oh.
What is that?
That's
Part of the radiator?
I hope.
Yeah, I think that's where the upper hose goes through.
That's penetrating oil. I can't see, don't see nothing. I say it was, yeah, I pretty serviced. I mean, who would have kept water in a forklift?
You never know.
So you gonna play around with this mat the rest of the day?
Probably not much longer.
Just let it soak.
That's kind of the game plan.
Yep. You don't want to rush anything to do with a cylinder that's been locked up. You know, you want them buck free. If the cylinders can come back, they will. Well, if they too bad, they won't. And if you rush it, you damage your wings, and it's never gonna come back.
First, it might surface rust. It'll take and wipe that out of the cylinder.
Yeah.
Most vehicles, if they sit for any period of time, condensation will make a light coating of rust inside the cylinder. So it's just this one probably been sitting for a real long time.
Yeah.
Sunk in the ground.
And it was sunk.
But this is all covered, so I'm hoping maybe it'll break free.
Yeah.
I just might have to pull the radiator and get something on that balance. I got to tighten the balancer bolts anyway. At least that's the way it
Looks
looks.
like it comes up from here.
Yeah, if I have to pull that cover, unhook it, and slide it straight up.
We're gonna paint this too.
Yeah, I know.
Black with fireframes. How about black with a racing stripe? Bumblebee.
I don't know. I'd be more prone to go with scallops than a racing stripe.
Well, as long as it's old school. Man, flat black is pretty cheap. Man, just buzz it down. Tractor enamel it.
Just paint it teal and do the Bel Air stripe on the side.
We could do teal with a Bel Air stripe, but let's throw you and make that color.
Maybe.
Cause I was thinking about $100 paint job on this. You know, and once we get it running, it deserves it.
Let's get it running first.
Yeah, we don't want them.
We might go black with the Bel Air stripe on the side.
Yeah. We gotta name it too. Comment below what should we put here for a name. It's Caterpillar, but we gotta name it, kind of like a boat. We could.
Jenny.
Genie. We could name it Genie. We could leave it green too. Green Giant.
It ain't very giant.
Jolly.
It's just heavy.
Yeah. Could name her Heavy. What do you think the name should be? Comment below if you watched the video this far. We appreciate it. 92 degrees here in Kentucky today. It can't make up its mind. Oh. And no, we didn't haul the forklift with this, in case you skipped. We actually got somebody else haul it because this just couldn't do it. You pop wheelies. LS swap too. £60 oil pressure. I'm trying not to run over Matt. So we made it back, and in case you knew, this is the LS Swap tow truck. Roll back. You can check my channel out for content on this. Full build videos. 6.0 built LS, by the way. Not a bad old truck, not at all. We got us a new toy, got us plenty of project shops coming along good. Thank you again. Check out the description below for the eBay store. Always something new on there. You know, it's a little extra support. And I'll see you next time.